Welcome to the Living in Light Church, which is an independent spiritualist church. Shall I wait? Our Sunday service is on the first, second, and third Sunday of each month. Please turn off or silence any cell phones, as we do not want them interrupting the service. Okay, so I am Minister in Training Avery Babon, and I will be sharing the service for today. We have coffee, tea, and hot chocolate, canned water available in the back of this church, and restrooms are in the next building off to the right. As you go out the doors, we welcome you to browse a selection of library books in the back. We ask for a $1 donation to check out those books that you may keep for up to 6 months. We have a healing book in which you are welcome to add names of people who you would like to see receive healing. Opposite that page is where you can put the names of those who have crossed over to the other side recently. We alternate between giving spirit messages and billet messages, and the date is billet messages. And if you are new to billet messages, this is where you can ask a question of spirit, written on a piece of paper, folded. You then identify the paper with a personal symbol so that you know when your question is being read anonymously. You can do so now in between the end of this portion of the service. If you can't think of a question, you can just place the question mark on the inside. All right. At this time, I'm going to ask everybody to go ahead and please stand and as we sing All Things Bright and Beautiful, page number 27. I love that song. Page 27.
What page is it?
27. There we go.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Each little flower blossoms, each little bird that sings, He made them grow in colors, tiny wings. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. The purple-headed mountains, the river running by, the sunset and the morning, the brightness of the sky. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. The cold wind summer sun, the ripe fruits in the garden, He made them every one. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. Give us eyes to see and lips that we might tell. Praise God Almighty, who has made all things so well. All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them
sing it again. Just kidding. All right. Infinite intelligence. We direct our thoughts in this hour we are together, asking that your spirit permeate our soul with love, harmony, peace, and joy of communing with like-minded people. And we ask that our service be blessed with only the highest of knowledge, and that it be given in accordance with our understanding, so that we may continue to go forward and use spiritualism's teaching in our daily lives. Amen. You may now be seated. And now we will continue with the reading of the Declaration of Principles, which can be found on the inside cover of your hymn of books, beginning with number 1. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that the communication with the so-called dead is in fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals, and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through mediumship. Excuse me. And now the healing portion of our service will be led by the one and only, the lovely Reverend Bob. We are so grateful that he is still around.
Welcome back, Bob!
Thank you, everyone. A funny thing happened to me on the way to church today.
What, you got a sling? Is that what's so funny?
Yeah.
Slings of Lord Eric's, the slings of fortune.
Yes. I'll explain it when we get to our announcement portion of the service. But right now, we're going to go into the healing portion of the service. I need some healing on my arm.
Are you going to sit down and heal?
Yes, I could. So we do have a healing book in the back, so you can put names on there of people who can't make it. And we will address them during the portion of the service. We're sending energy to them, those that can't make it here. And as part of the healing service, we'll be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. Thank you. I will then ask our healers to attend to the healing chairs, where they put hands on your shoulders for healing. And if you don't like that, let them know, and they'll adjust themselves accordingly. And please be aware that healing is about working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the healing mediums in which to express the healing energy through. And in order to become certified commissioned healers, practicing healers need at least 3 affidavits. I don't think we're going to read that today because Avery already has his. Yeah. Okay, I got mine. So. Okay. Please remain seated as we recite the healing prayer, the healing hymn. The healing hymn. We're doing the healing hymn. And that is on page 109. It is He Healeth Me. Both verses. Okay.
He healeth me, O blessed thought, O words with heavenly comfort fraught. Whate'er I do, where'er I be, still 'tis God's love that healeth me. Lord, I
divine, to bind me closer still to thee, since 'tis thy love that healeth me. And now we'll move on to the healing prayer, which should be on the first page of the hymnals. And we will be reciting this together. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Amen. I will now ask our healers to attend to the healing chairs. And you're free to come up whenever you feel like it. So we do have a chair that's open right now. For the rest of us, we're going to be doing a meditation, and I'm asking Reverend Lynn Rogers to come up here to do just that. So thank you, Lynn.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to have a healing meditation that takes us to Celtic times. How many people here were born ancestors who came from Europe or India? Okay, so the Celtic people were not only in the British Isles, but in most parts of Europe. They may have come from India, and they see the Creator as a dance between kind of a father side and a mother side that takes different shapes throughout the year. And today is Lammas, which is their bread festival. So I'm going to explain it, then lead you in meditation. This is a time we'll be moving toward the harvest. And the harvest is when our dreams, hopes, and goals become realized. But this is the time of the first breads. And so it's a time to think of things that you've been dreaming of wherever your ancestors came from, and what you would like to harvest in your life. So let's take a deep breath, get centered. Let's take a journey through the Celtic wheel of the year. I'm going to start at the Yule time. Imagine that the Creator is manifesting as a divine mother giving birth to her child of light. This tradition goes long before Christianity, but it links in archetypes in many cultures. So we know that we also birth some seeds of intentions in the darkness of winter, things we hope for, things we wanted to work toward. Imagine for a minute when it was darkest last year, if there was anything you dreamed of, you hoped for in this coming year, especially what you yourself wanted to work on. It could be becoming more intuitive, it could be planting a garden, it could be leading a church. Let's remember, what did we really plant? And let's move to the next Celtic holiday in the wheel of the year. The next holiday is before the spring. In the early spring, there's a holiday where the Creator has taken new shapes. She is the spring maiden, and he is the warrior prince returning from the land of winter darkness. This was a time when, in springtime, our hopes and dreams, our wishes became sprouting with new growth. What is it that in springtime has sprouted new growth in your life? Because life is a cycle. We're planting seeds, we're moving and growing. And let's move to the recent Celtic holiday, summertime, the summer solstice time, when the light is the lightest. And that's a time in Celtic tradition where the Creator is seen in a masculine energy side and the feminine energy side with an embrace that turns the wheel of the year. We can think of things that have been coming to a head of our efforts and our creativity. We're really pushing forth in the warm summer months. Moving now from that time of year, before the harvest, we come to the Bread Festival in early August. And this is a time when we begin to see the fruits of our labors. We begin to harvest the early harvest and early plants. Ask your inner self now, ask your angels, what is it that I am bringing to harvest now in my life? And let's take a quiet moment to ask your angel. And we'll go ahead to the harvest coming up, and that's in late September, and that's the harvest time, when all the grain and the wheat, the pumpkins, everything comes to harvest. And we're looking ahead in our lives. What would we like to see really coming to harvest? And think about that for a minute. Envision that in your life. Take a moment and pretend, what if all of those wonderful things had really happened, or happening in time? Imagine how you would feel, and let the feeling flow over you. Wonderful. And then we move ahead in time to glimpse a fun holiday of the Celts, and that will be Samhain, and that's when the warm season subsides, and we go into the veil of the fall and winter time. We call it Halloween. The Christians call it All Saints' Day, and that's a time when we can communicate more with the angels on the other side, and we can dress in costumes of some of our other lives, so we know that that's ahead of us. And from that we would come back to the Yule this coming year, and we would plant new seeds. See your life as a cycle in harmony with the seasons. And think about at this time of the Bread Festival, what good things that you've been hoping for are beginning to happen, and how can you help them to happen more fully in your life? And let's take a few more minutes and let the angels speak to us. Angels speak to us through a still small voice within us, a still small voice a little to the side of us, sometimes through our intuition and our visualization. What can you visualize again happening? But this day, the Bread Festival is just giving you a hint of what's to come. Now take a deep breath and enjoy the healing energies that we have for healing in person here, healing at a distance, and allowing your own self-healing from your higher self, from the Father, Mother, Creator, and from the angels. Surround yourself now in a beautiful emerald green healing light. That's the truest color of healing in the case of readings. Whatever part of your body needs special healing, draw the emerald green to that part of your body now. We give thanks to have come together in healing time this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for that. I forgot to play some little music to get a little more out of it, but thank you for that. We have a healing list over here that Annie was nice enough to bring to me. Boy, we just started it for this month and it's already half full. So I'm going to ask that we focus on healing energies from our guides, asking them to send their energy, and we as well, to the following people on our list. So we're asking for these healing energies to go out to all these people. And even though you don't know their names, spirits know, they know what's going on. So we ask that they receive this healing so they can get back to normal, get back to doing their life's journey, their life's path. And this is the conclusion of the healing portion of our service. And I guess that's it. I guess that's it for now, okay? So I'm going to turn it back over to Avery.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce the speaker for today. And the speaker for today is, guess who?
Yeah.
Me. Yes, me. I was going to joke around and say it's Bob.
Yeah.
No, it's actually me. So yeah, it is me today. So before we hear from yours truly, we are going to sing a song. Let's see. What song should we sing? On Higher Ground. Let's sing On Higher Ground. Page 44. Lucky number 4. Every day, sliding high on the way down, Lord, let my feet on higher ground. Lord, lift me up and let me stand. My faith on heaven's stable land, a higher plane than I have found. Lord, let my feet on higher ground. My heart has no desire to stay where God's so bright and fierce dismay. I burn higher ground. Lord, lift me up and let me stand. Mighty one heaven's stable land, a higher plane than I have found. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. I want to live above the world, no angry darts at me unheard. In the faith of others, control deception, the sound of chains higher ground. Lord, lift me up and let me stand. My faith on heaven's stable land, a higher plane than I have found. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Okay. Beautiful. And now it is my pleasure to announce the speaker for today. Just kidding. Well, sure, it is. Now, good morning, family. It is always an honor, a blessing, and a pleasure, not only to serve Spirit, but to get up here and to be able to talk to each and every one of you, to give a speech to every one of you. I want to take a moment now, right now, and do something that we often forget to do. Believe it or not, we all forget to breathe. Now, you might say, how is that possible that we forget to breathe? But when I say breathe, I mean take in a nice deep breath, nice and slow, and breathe out. Feel the air entering your lungs. Feel your feet connected to the ground beneath you. Notice this room. Notice the people around you. Notice the fact that in this exact moment, you are right here. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not in the worries that you carried through the door, not in the memories that still tug at your heart. You are right here. And that simple realization may be the one greatest gift that we can ever give ourselves. Because the truth is, many of us are spending our lives physically present, but emotionally somewhere else. We are eating dinner, but thinking about tomorrow's responsibility. How many of us actually do that? Raise your hand. How many people actually are here but are thinking about tomorrow? Sure. Okay. All right. So I'm not the only one. I don't have to feel alone. We are spending time with loved ones, but our minds are replaying something that happened about years ago. Right? We can't forgive ourselves. We are watching the sunset. Beautiful thing, right? But we are just too distracted thinking about what we still need to accomplish. And before we realize it, life has just passed through our hand like sand slipping through our fingers. We spend so much time chasing moments that we forget to experience the one that we are already living in. Already living in. Living in the moment is not just about pretending the past does not exist or refusing to plan for the future, because the past does matter. The past has actually shaped us. Am I right, Carl? Yes. Yes. Every heartbreak, every challenge, every mistake, every victory has taught us something. The past is our teacher. But the past was never meant to become our prison. And the future matters as well, right? We still have to go forward. Dreams actually matter. Goals matter. Preparation matters. But the future is a destination we are traveling toward, not a place that we are where we currently live. We don't currently live in the future. The only place where we live is actually happening right here, right now. And my computer is trying to live in the future too, apparently. Slow down, computer. Have I lost anybody?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, good. I see. Good. So, this breath, this heartbeat, this conversation, this exact moment, this is where your life is unfolding right now. Think about this for a moment. How many beautiful moments have we actually missed in our life because we are too busy worrying about moments that have not even arrived yet? How many hugs have we not fully felt because our minds were somewhere else? How many sunsets have we missed because we're staring at a screen? How many times have we been surrounded by people that we love, yet our thoughts were somewhere far, far away? The greatest tragedy in life is not that life actually ends. The greatest tragedy is that sometimes we're given this beautiful life. Beautiful life. Where am I? Oh my God. The greatest tragedy is when I can read something and then I forget where the hell I am. Sometimes the greatest tragedy is that sometimes we're given a beautiful life, but we forget to be present in it. Living in the moment is an act of gratitude. It is looking at an ordinary day and realizing that there is nothing ordinary about it. And it really isn't if you pay close attention. Because every sunrise is a reminder that we have been given another opportunity. Every breath is a blessing we did not even have to earn. Every person who comes across our path has the potential to teach us something, love us, or awaken something within us. But we have to be present enough to notice. There is a reason why children are often happier than adults. Children have mastered something that we spend years trying to relearn. They know how to be fully present. A child can spend an hour watching a butterfly, laughing at a simple joke, or turning a cardboard box into an entire world. Why? Because they are not worried about yesterday. They're not afraid of tomorrow. They're experiencing life exactly where it is, where it exists. And that's right now. Somewhere along the way, many of us have traded wonder for anxiety, worry, and fear. We traded curiosity for stress. We traded presence for distraction. The beautiful thing is we can choose to come back. We can choose to wake up. We can choose to experience our lives instead of simply getting through them. Living in the moment is actually a choice. Every morning we wake up, we are given an opportunity to say, today I will be present. Today I will listen more deeply. Today I will love more completely. Today I will stop waiting for the perfect moment and realize this moment is already a gift. The perfect moment is the one we are brave enough to embrace. One of the greatest lessons that we can learn in life is that we cannot fully receive what we are not present enough to experience. Life is constantly speaking to us. It speaks through moments, people, unexpected encounters, quiet reflections, and the feelings we sometimes cannot explain. But when our minds are constantly trapped in the past or racing towards the future, we often miss the messages that are right in front of us. Living in the moment allows us to become aware of our surroundings, emotions, the people and places on our path. And for those who walk a spiritual journey, living in the moment becomes even more meaningful because presence creates space for connection. I want to share a story about someone who learned the importance of living in the moment. There was a woman named Sarah who spent many of her years focused on everything she needed to accomplish. She was a loving mother, a dedicated professional, and someone who always took care of everyone around her. Like many of us, she was always waiting. She thought, when I finish this project, then I will relax. How many of us do that? Once you finish the project, I will relax. Yeah. So I'm not the only one. Good. When things calm down, then I will spend more time with the family. When I have more time, then I will enjoy life. Man. But the problem was, there was always something else. Another responsibility, another deadline, another reason to postpone joy. One day, Sarah's daughter asked her a simple question. Mom, why are you always somewhere else when you're with me? Those words stopped her because she realized something painful. She has been physically present but emotionally absent. She had been given beautiful moments, but she was too distracted to receive them. So she made a decision. She started putting her phone away during family dinners, started taking walks without worrying about what was coming next. Started listening, not just hearing. There's a difference between hearing and listening. And she started noticing the little things. One of the greatest lessons that my best friend Brett, I call him my brother, because I've been with him for a long, long time. We go hiking all the time. He always tells me, let's just take it nice and slow, because every time you take it slow, you'll always see something. You'll always pay attention to something. And it's so true. That's what I love about that. And it's very true. So if you take your time while hiking, you'll notice every little detail. So the sound of laughter in her home, the warmth of the sun on her face, the conversation she used to rush through. That's also another powerful thing. When you slow down and you live in the moment, the conversations get more powerful. How many of you guys love powerful conversations? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one. No, I'm just joking around. I'm just kidding. All right. And years later, she said something very powerful. I thought I needed more time. What I really needed was to be more present with what I had already had. That is a lesson. We often believe happiness is waiting somewhere else ahead of us. The key is happiness is a choice, and happiness is already within us, right? As we talk about the beauty of living in the moment, we must also understand the cost of not living in the moment, because every choice that we make is a consequence. Everything we do, right? When we are constantly living in the past, we carry things that we never meant to follow into us today. We carry old pains, disappointments, mistakes, old versions of ourselves that no longer exist. And sometimes we spend so much time looking behind us that we fail to see the beauty standing directly in front of us. There is wisdom in remembering. There is healing and honoring what we have experienced, what we have experienced. So, honoring that. But there is also suffering when we allow yesterday to control today. So how many times have we allowed one painful moment from the past to convince us that we cannot experience joy again? How many times have we allowed one person who hurt us to make us afraid to open our hearts to someone who wants to love us? How many times have we punished ourselves for the choices that we have made with the knowledge and understanding that we all had that time? Living in the moment teaches us something powerful. We are not who we are in our worst moment. I'm going to say that statement again. We are not who we are in our worst moment. We are not defined by our mistakes. We are not trapped in by our history. Every new moment is an opportunity to do differently, an opportunity to heal, grow, and to become. One of the most important places where living in the moment applies is in the time of grief. When we lose someone we love, our minds often become trapped between two places. Even as spiritualists, I know that we all do this. When we lose somebody we love or something happens to us, we still struggle with grief, right? It doesn't matter what kind of grief it is. And the future where we imagine all life without them. And sometimes we forget that this one place where love still exists. It's the present. Love we share with someone does not disappear just because the physical presence changes. Lessons they taught us, memories they gave us, the love they placed inside of our hearts, those things continue. What we will remember are the moments, the laughter, the conversations, the embrace, the people who have touched our souls, the times we felt alive, the times we loved without fear, the times we were brave enough to be present. Because life doesn't happen in the someday we keep waiting for. Life happens in the breath we are taking right now. So this is a little long, so I'm kind of skipping through and making this a little shorter. I know some of you guys are falling asleep. I want to leave you with this thought. One day, every single one of us will look back at our lives. We will not wish that we have spent more time worrying. We will not wish that we had spent more time holding on to anger. We will not wish that we had spent more time chasing those who will never truly... wow, that got cut off. Truly am. Because this moment, this breath, this day, is not a waiting room for your life. This is your life. The past has already given you its lesson. The future will arrive when it is ready. But this moment is only one that belongs to you. So hold on to it gently. Don't let go of that moment. Be in that moment. Honor it completely. Love within it deeply. And when the journey here is complete, may you not look back and wish you had lived more. May you look back and know you were there. You laughed. You loved. You forgave. Forgiveness is the most powerful thing, right? You connected. It's another powerful, most powerful connection. You experienced the miracle of being alive. Being alive, that is such a gift. It's a gift to be alive right now. Because the greatest gift you will ever receive is not found in yesterday or promised in tomorrow. The greatest gift you will ever receive is the moment you are living in right now. So don't just live, don't just let life pass through you. Be present in it. Be grateful for it. And most importantly, be awake. Oops, maybe that was a little too close. Be awake enough to live it. Love and blessings, family. I love you all. Please remain in the moment.
Thank you.
All right, now it's time for the love offering. We ask donations to our church collection basket. This money goes towards rent, the space, and any other expenses that we incur. Your gift is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated.
Oh, yes, yes. Forgot again.
So is that something we don't need? Like drugs? It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Okay.
What was watching my purse, I added it all up.
Wow. That's new. Thank you.
He's added up.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Infinite Intelligence, thank you for allowing us to gather and share your spiritual knowledge today. With this collection, we will be able to continue with our spiritual growth. We will continue to share your gifts bestowed upon us with others. Let this offering be a sign of our dedication to your church. Let it help us carry on the message of spiritualism. Let your light continue to reach us. Amen. And now for our announcements. I want to reiterate the reason why I made the talk about living in the moment. Things have been a bit of a struggle for me as of late. I've been struggling with a lot of anxiety and things like that. And so Spirit I kind of got in touch with Spirit and I asked, what should I make a topic about? And Spirit was didn't answer me right away. And a friend of mine and I got together, and all of a sudden we were talking about this movie called Soul. I don't know how many of you guys have actually seen Soul. It's the cartoon.
Pixar?
Huh?
Pixar?
Pixar.
Yeah.
So Pixar's Soul talks about, this character who he rushes through life. He's always in a rush and everything like that. He has this one particular thing that he likes to do. He's so super focused on it, and that's all he does. Well, one day he rushes to go to his performance, and as he's rushing to his performance, there's this big, giant, gaping hole in the ground, and he falls and slips into that hole, and ends up crossing over. Unbeknownst to him, he learns everything about his life and what he should have done. Well, he gets a second chance and has to teach another spirit why he should come to Earth. That spirit is like, I don't want to come to Earth. And so they're both learning a bit about it. And what this guy learns is that he needs to live in the moment. And so that was why I thought about today's topic about living in the moment. So, and now for Bob, I think you have some announcements.
Yeah, I got a couple. Okay, I'm back.
He's back.
I wanted to announce that because this is August, we have minister dues. So if you're a minister, there's a $20 fee that happens annually. You're a minister in training.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. So I need all the ministers to give us your money. All the ministers. Oh wait, I'm one of the ministers.
So you gotta give money too?
Yeah, I gotta give it too. So that'll be happening this afternoon. We're with was a meetup.com. We haven't been getting any business with them, so I'm gonna cut that off. We're gonna switch over to Media Group and see if that gets us more publicity. Media Group. So we're going to switch over to that and see if that gets us anywhere. So Spirits had said, go ahead with Meetup, and after a year, if you're not getting anything, go ahead and switch over. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to drop out of Meetup because things haven't been happening there. One of the things that we get in our messages in the seance is that Spirit talks about when they blend with the person, they know immediately everything about that person, whether they have injuries. Let's see what we got. They identify with their energies. They'll know if that person's hungry, if that person's injured, if they need to go to the bathroom. Just immediately know all that kind of stuff. And the reason why I brought that up is because in our seances, Avery will be in trance. The trance is about to end. It's like, well, Avery has to go to the bathroom. And that was brought up the subject. How do you know? How do you know he has to go? So that's funny. Well, our next speaker is going to be John Simmons. Wow, already. John Simmons has actually had contact with extraterrestrials.
Wasn't he also a wrestler?
No.
That's John
No.
Cena.
John Cena.
John Simmons is actually a minister with the UCM Church. Yes, he
He is fabulous. He is really great. He just published a book, which actually our writing class has gone out. He's very positive. He's one of the longest running metaphysical ministers. He started studying all this in the 1950s.
Wow.
He's very dynamic, and I encourage everyone to hear him.
Yes.
It's really terrific.
Yeah.
Talking about John
So
Simmons.
next
John.
Sunday,
Yeah. No. Next Sunday. Next Sunday.
Talking about John Simmons.
Okay, yeah, John Simmons. Yes.
Really good.
Yeah. So he's going to be giving a talk about extraterrestrial. He did one at the UCM church, and it was online, and I thought, man, that'd make a good talk for here. So I asked him to come on in, and he's doing it. So he's going to come in. So that'll be next Sunday. So that is our next speaker. Well, I guess I might as well talk about the elephant in the room. This guy. The day after, let's see. No, that's another church. 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. Okay, I'll say 2.5 weeks ago. I was walking, doing errands like I normally do. Went to the bank, went to the post office, was coming back home, and across the street like I normally do. There's no cars. I come out between two cars. There's a bicyclist coming right at me. He's just coming right at me. He's open. So I ran out in the middle of the street to try to get away from him. He turned out, so we collided. I don't remember what happened hitting the ground because I know I got back up again, and I got really lightheaded. It's like everything had a white wash to it. It's like, uh-oh. So I went to the sidewalk, sat down. I just sat there waiting for my head to clear. And as I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, and I looked down at my shorts. There's blood all on my shorts. Okay, I got banged up, and I'm waiting. My head's not clearing. And the bicyclist came back, and he says, "Are you okay?" I said, I'm just waiting for my head to clear. Once it clear, I can assess, what's happened to me. And he said he was with me for a little while, and then I noticed he had blood on his head, so apparently he went down too. And then he said, "Well, I'm going to go, but then I'm going to come back see if you're still here." I said, "Yeah, okay." Yeah, so well, at that time, I thought, my head will clear, I'll walk home, and then assess the damage. That was my plan. But my head just wasn't clearing. I thought, if it's taking this long, something's wrong. And I noticed I couldn't move my arm unless I held it with the other arm. It's like, okay, I hurt myself. So I did. I called 911. They came. As soon as the paramedics got out of the truck, said, "Yep, he's got broken bones." And I thought, from my angle, I couldn't see it. But if they could see it, oh boy, that's not too good. Turns out I shattered my elbow. It's like, I didn't know it. Shattered the elbow. They put it in a cardboard box kind of thing, and then they took me to the hospital, and I was there for a couple days. The doctors that took a look at the x-rays said it looked like a bomb went off in there. And I was like, oh no. And they said this was going to be such a complicated surgery, they're going to have to wait a week before they could actually do it. But then I guess they changed their mind that this is so serious, we need to bump it up. We need to push other people behind. So I had no idea that any of this was going on. They're feeding me Oxycontin, and so I was like, ooh. You said that. Yeah, but so they did all that surgery, and Lisa says I had a mild concussion, and they had stitches over my eye. But yeah, this is just a little mark now, so that's good. And they had staples in there, I remember that. And then I finally got to see the x-rays. There's metal in there. There's like 3 pieces of metal with screws. Yeah, and I'm like, oh man. And they said, because of your age, we're going to keep them in there. You'll keep it for the rest of your life. Okay.
So you're half RoboCop.
Yeah, almost. And I'm thinking, going through a metal detector, it was like, beep, things going to go up. And in fact, Lisa and I went to a bank because I had to make a deposit. And this particular bank has a metal detector. I thought, okay, here's when we find out. I walked through, nothing happened. So then I told one of the tellers, I got metal. My metal detector the metal detector didn't go off. Oh, we don't even have it on. Yeah. So I'll have to find out later if something actually happens. But now I have to do a rehabilitation, get physical therapy in order to get this thing going. But I'm still numb back here, but these fingers are pretty good. So I can't.
And a lot less swollen, too.
Yeah, because it was just for 2 weeks just swollen. I had a sling. It was all bandaged up like a log. They finally took it off. So I got this ugly looking scar over here now. I won't show it to anybody.
so they didn't pass it.
No, they put a sling and then they just wrapped it up really tight. So it was like that for 2 weeks. But it might as well have been a cast. But they had to remove it to get the staples off. So,
What hospital did you
well, I'm with the VA, but when it's emergency, you go where you go. So,
Right.
so it's regional at the Silicon Valley. And so they treated me very well. They treated me very well there. I know that during the 2 days that I was laying there, just like I was trying to sleep, they got these stupid bright lights up on the ceiling. So I was looking around, what can I block my face with? It's like, there was a vomit bag. I just grabbed that and put it over my head until finally one of the nurses came in. Oh, I guess we should turn off the lights. Well, we're moving on to billets, and I think, did they bring it up here?
No.
No, I just put one in back there. You want me to get it?
Oh, I got it. I'm good.
I saved this.
Well, that was a very lovely conversation we just had. All right, I'll let you go first, Bob.
I'm going to go ahead and do one. It's my arm's broken, not my connection to spirit. So this is kind of like a snake, zigzaggy kind of thing. It looks kind of like a snake, but it's not because I don't see a snake head. Okay? So I'm going to ask my spirit guides to come in to share a message. And I'm seeing a lot of these drawings, a lot of these. They're scattered all over them, like making a mess. It's like hay. It was like there's hay all over. It's just all over. It's making a mess. This needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be swept up. And now I'm seeing a dustpan and a broom to sweep it all up. Put it in the garbage. Okay, there's big garbage cans. Like this, some cleaning is needed for this. So you need to take some effort to put things back in order. So that's what I'm getting immediately. You're just you. You're just you. To help correct this, I would suggest that you write something down so that you can keep it in order, keep things in order, or even have the medication out, keep it in order. I will tell you that we are helping a cousin of mine that she has issues with this, and there's a bag for every day, and there's pills in there for every single day. We usually give it to her every time that we come to visit, so she gets one. This is your pills for today. This is your pills for today. But for yourself, just, like one of those pill boxes with every day of the week, have that out. Depending on where you're going to be taking your medication, have it there. Because like if you have it on a shelf, you may forget it, that it's there, like on the bed, somewhere where you have to deal with it every day. So that is my suggestion. And can I get any other messages? Keep things in order. Keep things in order. Earlier I was talking about sweeping, because if you have things kind of cluttered up, the pill box is going to be cluttered along with everything else. It's going to be harder to see. But when you have things in a neat and orderly fashion, those things stand out more. So you're more likely to notice them. So that's the message I have. Okay?
I'm drawn to a butterfly, a beautiful butterfly. With this, I'm feeling a lot of freedom. Also feeling a female presence with you. I'm feeling on the mother's side of the house, if not your mother, perhaps your grandmother. Bringing lots of love and advice. So they were wanting to give you lots of advice, whether you wanted it or not. Kind of naggy. Sometimes critical, but you loved it anyway as you got older. Not so much as a teen or a kid. You kind of resented it then. But as you got older, you saw the wisdom and accepted it with love. Now she's bringing it with love because you need it now to de-stress and to find this freedom that the butterfly is bringing you. The butterfly wants you to de-stress, find the self-love you need, to find the care you need to slow down and take care of yourself, and to de-stress, to calm down. to find some carefree time for yourself, not so much for others. Listen to mom or grandma. They're coming. Be patient. Put the manifestations out there for your desires. Pick the goal you want. Positively manifest it. Picture yourself in the goal you want. Say, it is mine. I'm going to be this. Positively be this. I am this. It will happen. Both socially, employment-wise, home-wise, however you feel it. Positively manifest it. It will happen. But you've got to give the timeline its patience. Don't expect it to happen tomorrow. Don't expect it to happen in a week. But it may happen within the year, or it may happen within the coming following year. But you will reach your goals that you desire if you positively manifest yourself within it. There are 5 more left. Let me do one more. Don't forget it, right? Oh, got a cat stuck in a tree.
Oh, wow.
Love my kitties. Love the kitties.
Can you see that? Cat stuck in the tree? That's cute.
Hope the firemen rescue him, and I hope it's not a plea for help for this one. I'm thinking it not, though. I think it's just the humor of it. I'm feeling a male presence of spirit with this one. Grandfather, very wise and jovial a little bit. Can see him greeting you as a youth, giving you hugs. May not remember, but definitely gave you lots of hugs. 2, 3, possibly 4, but definitely as a young youth. Smiled at you all the time, wanting to give you that comfort now. Lots of white hair, giving you those hugs, bringing you that love. You need to slow down a little bit too. But otherwise, you're on a nice straight path. Have a lot of wisdom, but you need to slow down and think things through more logically. Your racing thoughts are not allowing you to perceive things like you should. You're not thinking things through clearly and jumping to conclusions too rapidly. either write things down as the thoughts occur so you can revisit them, or parse them out individually so it's not such a mumble jumble as you receive the thoughts. But don't let them race through your head so much that it's a jumble that you can't think clearly. Focus more so that you can receive either more mediumistically, your decisions are more rational, so you're not jumping to such conclusions or making fast decisions that don't make sense or you regret later. So just prioritize, focus your thoughts, and think more clearly, more focused, and less racing, unfocused, rambly thoughts. That's what they're telling me. And grandmother's there to guide and comfort.
Got two hearts. Two hearts. That could symbolize the thoughts of love, yearning for love. I think that could symbolize what's going on. A need to commune with nature more, because there is a lot of life there, and to be more restored to full emotional health, contacting animals and nature, and the animal within yourself. And to be quiet and feel the love that you have in yourself, for yourself and others. And love will come, more love will come. I just got the idea that to be more active. Everybody else's readings are to slow down. Maybe for you it's to speed up a little bit. To quit postponing things because you have things that you need to do that fulfill you, that express your love. So don't hold back. Go forth and share. Open your creative sensibilities. That was the deepest part of life, to express who you are, what you feel. So, yes, go forth, be open and expressing who you are. It's always good. Remember that you have a heart center. Consult your heart center and let it lead you to do the right thing. Be authentic. Be who you are. Be sure and offer everything that you feel you have to offer to others. Thank you.
I know we have a limit of time. The spirits compress all the information. The person's carefully folded this. I feel it's a private question. I feel a feminine guide coming towards you and really helping you with your creativity, the way you present yourself, to present yourself in the right colors, to shine, let others see who you really are. And there's some writing talents that this person has, great compassion for others, real sympathy, and can feel with other people, which is a wonderful talent. Good times in the next 3 months. Move toward the holidays later with good joy. As there's close in thought and dreams, there's a question about reaching out, if divinely guided, do so. And you feel a great deal for that person. Sometimes not sure how they're feeling. Continue to pray about it and follow your hunches. You have empathic and loving attitudes toward them.
Hello again.
Hello.
I'm the busiest medium and reverend today. All right. It's an honor and a blessing, a pleasure to serve Spirit. This one was just like coming to me right now, so it's okay. So it looks like it's really folded, so I can't tell exactly what it is. So it looks to me like a big, gigantic circle and possibly maybe eyes, or I don't know. Well, whoever made this. So, I don't know. Big giant circle and looks like 2 eyes and eyebrows that stick out way above the thing here, the face. Whoa! Okay. There was a grandmother who comes in with this, and she comes in very, very close to me, almost like nose to nose. And she's looking right at me, meaning she's looking at you. The message here is that she's trying to get across is she wants you to listen to her. Damn, she's screaming. She says, "Listen to me, listen to me." She's very stern and very firm. If I can actually describe her, she's an older lady, and she has white hair, short, and it's very wavy or very curly. And the only reason why she's being very stern and saying, "Listen to me," and grabbing your arm and pulling you closer is because you have not been paying any kind of attention. So she wants you to pay attention, pay more attention, and she really wants you to slow down. Okay, so that is the message here that I'm getting from her. So let's see what the message is here. And as I continue to see this image with her, I see you, and no longer are you binded. You are now free. And so the anxieties that you've been feeling, and you feel like you are stuck, you're no longer stuck. And this will transpire within the next month or two. Love and blessings. I used to make figure eights when I was a little child on my dad's chair. I used to make him so upset. And a beautiful flower. So a beautiful flower, miniature flower, and figure eight is what it looks like. And that brought back a lot of memories. And it's really interesting is because when I brought up that chair, there's somebody, I first see a rocking chair. There is somebody rocking on a rocking chair, and now I see the image of a male. That's more of a grandfather figure that's coming through. silvery hair, silvery white hair. He looks very, very relaxed. And he's trying to give you a little like dandelion or some kind of like tiny flower. And he's giving you a bit of a smile to look to the right. So as I look to the right, there's a stop sign right there. That stop sign means stop. So there's something that you need to stop because you're going too far ahead and you need to stop and just be right where you are. Be in the moment. Live in the moment. And he says, because I'm actually able to hear him right now, I'm here with you. It's time to stop where you are and just be in the moment. That's the answer right now. Love and blessings. And that is it for today's billets.
I forgot to bring this up to the announcements, but Lynn Rogers has completed a healing course, and I wanted to, the mediumship course, and she has a certificate I would like to present to her for passing that course.
Am I the first person in this church to get a certificate?
No, I did it the second. You are. You're on the second because there's number 2 at the top. So this is a certificate because she has completed the course, and that is part of her requirements in order to become a certified medium with our church. So congratulations.
Thank you.
I guess I'm going to shake this hand.
Thank you. Honored to be here. I had taken training in another church, but a different slant on spiritualism, and I would kind of whiz through the test, but realized the terminology is different and refreshing. So I actually have some things to learn about the National Spiritualists. I really feel honored to have this recognized.
Oh, good.
And to give messages here.
Okay, good. Thank
Can
you.
you just take one still picture of us? Okay, here we go. I should get away from this.
Still picture?
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, and 3. One more time because I think it's win. 1, 2, 3. Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, now.
All right. Dear angels and guides, may your sweet peace remain with us until this life cease. Then bear our souls to the bright shore where loved ones meet to part no more. Good night, good morning, dear friends. Good night. Amen. I love you all so very much. It was good seeing you guys. See you guys next Sunday.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I have to take some refreshments if you like.